I know y'all mad at me. Y'all not fucking with me. Cause I haven't been dropping no videos.
Yo, bitch wanna stick to me like Lucy on my letter. 0 to 100 quick like we was Ryan Tessa. I know that you don't know, cause baby, if you knew better, you do better. Call me coach, I'm passing out the plays and getting this shit together. Monkey see, monkey do, that's what the fuck they on. Monkey see my guys, see the monkey, they gon' get them gone. Autopilot, that's the shit I'm on. I never steer you wrong, that bitch, she had a itch. I had to scratch and put her in a zone. I don't talk to people, it's the moon at the top of my phone. I don't fuck with people, they...
I'm trying to be consistent, y'all, for real. I just do so much in a day. So right now for y'all, I'm dropping this one. I had a request in my DM for me to do a video over basically my business journey up until this point. So it's crazy because entrepreneurship, having your own business, working for nobody but yourself, it all sounds so good. It sounds fun, it sounds great, but getting there to that point where you can live like that is extremely hard. Trust me. I want to say I rebranded probably like 5 times before I even found out what I really actually wanted the name of my business to be. Literally like 5 times, maybe more than that. Far as picking the name, of course it got to be something that nobody else got, you know, something unique, something that's catchy. It took me a minute, but when I finally figured out exactly what I wanted the name to be, I knew that that's what I wanted the name to be. Like, as soon as I thought of it, wrote it out, looked at it, like, yeah. It's a big thing, too, like, when you're trying to do businesses and stuff like that, you have to write everything out. Like, it's all cool to think of it, say it in your head, blah, blah, but you actually have to go ahead and take those steps to write it, because when you actually write it down, it's like, okay, you taking the extra step to say that you're real serious about it. Now, boom, y'all, after I set up and found the name and everything, I had designs, I had logos, I had all type of stuff, none of which I have right now. Literally, like, everything that's on my Instagram for my business, it wasn't on my Instagram when I started. Actually, like, when I first started out, like, my shit was all over the place. Everything was just all over the place. It was a million different colors. Like, even my website, like, everything was just out of place. Because, you know, I was figuring it out and I was figuring out how to do it. But at the same time, I didn't really have, like, a whole game plan of what I wanted to do. Now, when I first started, I can't tell y'all how many clothes I wasted money on. I can't tell y'all how much I messed up, how many different vinyls I ruined. Even when I first started as well, this is funny. So when I first started, I didn't know really, like, about the difference between vinyl and heat transfer paper. So I thought that I had to use the heat transfer paper to make, like, words and stuff. Like, this is before I had a cutter or anything. And, like, I was trying to cut up the words by myself on the heat transfer paper, you know what I'm saying? Like, cut them out after I printed it and put it on the shirt. Like, I was making stuff 10 times harder for myself. So, like, as business growing, as you keep moving towards your goal in business, you learn new stuff, you learn different steps, you learn stuff that you didn't know. Because me seeing how hard that was made me do more research. And that's when I found out, like, okay, I need the cutter. I found out about the cutter. I found out about vinyl, stuff like that. And so my designs, they grew, they developed, they got better because I had better equipment. You can't be scared to invest in yourself. Like, if that's what you really want to do, you have to take that step and invest that money. But you investing in you, so it never should be a problem, you know what I'm saying? You spend that money on something else, so spend that money on yourself and developing yourself and your business. So I had to get new everything. I got a new printer, new computer, new vinyl, just new scissors, all the way down to all of that. Like, everything new. And, you know, got it all set up in an area where I could be, where I wouldn't be disturbed or distracted or anything away from my work. So that when I'm working, I'm working. I think something that people forget about a lot is, just because you're in business for yourself, you can't half-ass it. Like, you have to work just as hard for yourself as you would work for the next person, because that's the only way you'll be successful. Something else I can't stress enough. I know a lot of people say this, a lot of people hear it. Consistency. And I say that because it's the truth. Like, you have to keep pushing. You have to keep pushing. It's gonna be days, like, as an entrepreneur, it's days where you don't know what to do. You probably like, I don't even know why I got into this. It'll be days where you're like, why did I quit my day job? But those are the days that literally separate the successful and the people who fail. On those days, those have to be the days where you find it within yourself, like, this is why I chose to do this, and you keep going and you keep pushing, because it is hard. I'm not gonna be a person that's gonna sit here and lie to y'all and be like, oh, well, it's easy starting a business and woo woo woo, because it's not. For people who don't know who's tapping into this video, Filthy Lucrative is my business, at Filthy Lucrative on Instagram, filthylucrative.com. Clothing and apparel, basically. We do some customizations as well if people need that. Yeah. I'm really proud of where my business has gotten a few months. Just after the full rebranding and me actually finding out I want it to be Filthy Lucrative, and this is what I want the designs to be, and this is what I want the fonts to be, and writing all of that down and getting it all in one notebook together, that kind of like put everything together for me. So like I said, I'm really proud of myself. I'm proud of where my business has went so far. I'm proud of where it's going. Consistency, like I said, this is my thing. I'm not giving it up. Like, this is my business, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's very important to be proud of you, your business, to celebrate even the small accomplishments, because at the end of the day, those will be the things that keep you going on the days when you feel like you don't have it in you to go. So yeah. Tips. My first tip would be, boom, if you want to start a business, don't just say you want to start that business. The day that you say you want to start that business, start it. And the way that you're going to start that is to get you a notebook, get you a pen or a pencil, sit down and write it all out. And I don't mean just writing some gibberish, like literally. Write down specifics, like write down what you want your business to be. Write down what you need to start your business. The items and the equipment that you need. How much that equipment is going to cost and how long it would take you to get that money in order to get that equipment. Like, everything is down to a science, and you have to learn that. You also have to come with a budget, because like I said, you got to invest in yourself. So you got to know how much money you can invest into your business every month or every week or every 2 weeks or whatever the case may be, so that you know how much money you have to grow your business. That's very important, because if you don't have no money to invest in your business, then how you expect your business to work? Like, you got to have money to get it off the ground. Something to remember, another tip, remember, your supporters, your followers, the people that, you know, shop with you or set appointments with you, they 9 times out of 10 are not going to be your family, your friends, people that you know. So don't get discouraged by that. Just because you see somebody else doing what you're doing and they're more successful than you or whatever, don't let that discourage you. You may be in a different phase of the business than them. They may have been doing this 10 times longer than you. Like, everybody's journey is not the same, so you can't let that discourage you. As well as the fact that, for instance, McDonald's and Wendy's. You didn't see the people from McDonald's or Wendy's stop making food because they was competitors and they was making like the same type of stuff. No, you didn't. So just because you see the next person doing something similar or something like that, or you feel like, you know, whoop, who cares? Worry about you. Focus on your business. Another tip, it's okay to ask for help. It's okay to ask for advice. It's okay to reach out to people who are already in the field that you are trying to be in and get advice from them. There's nothing wrong with that. The problem with people is they feel like, oh, they pride too big and they too good to ask for help. That's not how you got to ask somebody. You ain't never did it before, so why not ask somebody that did it before that can help you? Another tip, always quality over quantity. Meaning, don't rush through shit. The quality of your work is solidified with your name. So if you giving out BS because you trying to rush, or you doing BS work or whatever the case may be because you trying to rush, the likelihood that you're going to get that customer or that client back is very small, because versus, oh, you could have gave them something that was top tier, 100% quality, and they would have came back because they want that same quality, and they're not getting that at the next place. Last tip I'm gonna give y'all: networking, marketing, promo. All three of them. If you don't got all three of them, you're not helping yourself at all. You're making it harder for yourself. You gotta network, you gotta talk to people, you gotta promote yourself and let people know who you are. And you have to market. Like, you gotta have a plan on how you gonna get your stuff out there. So yeah, that's that on that. Y'all asked me about business. That's where I'm at with that. Again, at Filthy Lucrative on Instagram, filthylucrative.com. That's where you can find it at. And if you're an entrepreneur and you trying to work hard towards your business right now, keep going. Do not stop. Like, the only person that's standing in the way of you being successful with that is you. Remember that. So yeah, like, comment, and subscribe, man. Come on now. Do what you gotta do to like, comment, and subscribe.